Hi! Let's start this off with the fact that this has nothing to do with the galaxy or even the country. It's just literally about my specific little patch in London, so it's probably not going to be that helpful at all, but meh. So if you don't know me, I am a student in London, and I live just outside of London. So I live within London, but just outside of central London. And I've been commuting to and from uni for my first year. For me, commuting wasn't that difficult because I live just outside of central London, so it was just one train, which was about a 15-minute train. But then sometimes it would be like an hour and a half door to door because I had to take another mode of transport to get to the train and everything. It was also made worse by the fact that I had like a full timetable of 5 days a week, 9 to 5, so it was just so much commuting. So I wanted to make this guide to make it easier for you if you decide to do it. So the first part of being a good commuter is research, especially if you have lectures in rush hour, like 9 a.m, which I do, or, well, basically if you have my timetable where it's 9 to 5 and you're going both rush hours, it's important to do your research so that you can find several routes of where to go, and so that you know which route is the best to go. I mean, some of that is acquired knowledge. You'll get it as soon as you go on and you try this route and it's really busy, and that route and it's really busy. So it's just good to do research so that you're not stressed about getting into your lectures on time. Coming back is okay, but going in is a bit of a pain. Also, in London, and plus probably everywhere with public transport, strikes and delays happen. So just make sure that you know more than one route so that you can switch. Also, if there are several stops around you, like several railway stations around you, make sure to make sure to look into the smaller ones as well, because sometimes the smaller ones have trains running the lines that you want them to run, but they're less clogged, so they're like the commuter lines, and they're less clogged, so you have some more personal space in the train. Also factor in costs, so we're talking about zones here, because in London we have the zone system, so certain places are in certain zones, and the lower the zones are, well, the less zones you have to cover, the cheaper it is. So just look at if you can get a lesser zone within your personal area without spending much. The second part of being a good commuter is knowledge. You'll acquire a lot of knowledge over time, so that's sort of the stuff that you can't really do any research for before, but you'll know about the various routes and which ones aren't busy, like I said earlier. You'll learn how reliable a route is, so that's quite important to know as well, so that, you know, if you have to go to this stop to go on this route, but then that route's not very reliable, you can always know that this more reliable route is probably the best for you in times of uncertainty. Most importantly, you will learn how late you can get up and still get on the train and still get into uni on time, because, you know, everyone needs sleep. Also, use the knowledge you gain about trains to your advantage to kind of ease the whole crowd thing. So learn how many carriages there are in a normal train. I think it's normally 8, but then some lines have 12s. And so you can know where to stand on the platform when you're getting on the train, and then where on the platform it's good for you to stand so that you can get off the train without having to deal with a lot of crowd. Also, what carriage on the train is kind of less congested. Also, as a side note, for commuting, take something to entertain you, because it can be really long, and, you know, if you use your phone during the commute, then it will be dead, and then what are you going to use for your boring lectures? Thanks for watching that video. Make sure to like it if you liked it, subscribe by clicking here, and watch my last video over here, which will be about worst type of lecturers. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!